Konrad Smigielski, the city planning officer of Leicester back in the 1970s, he used this phrase, which is that a city without old buildings is like a man without a memory, which I think is a good way of putting into context the psychological reasons why we should keep old buildings into perspective. The Derbyshire Historic Buildings Trust is really here in a safeguarding mission to look after the built heritage of the county of Derbyshire. We want to make sure that any building at risk will be saved and not allowed to be demolished. And we do this in 4 ways. One is to act as a catalyst to bring people together, to be able to solve the problem of the building so that it can find a new owner, a new use, a new purpose.
My name is Joan Travis. I am the chair of Derby Hippodrome Restoration Trust. We've always wanted to try and restore it. We've seen it as being really essential to the city now, but we've never managed to persuade the council officers to do that. The Derbyshire Historic Buildings Trust came in and they acted as a catalyst. They and the members and other groups came in and started to join us. And so that was the point at which things started to pick up. We're hoping that that is going to actually mean that we can actually purchase this building.
If this won't happen, then we'll act as an enabler where we participate, and we may do a feasibility study, we may get hold of a political party or a leader of a council, and we become very active in pursuing a goal, persuade them that something can be done about it, and so get it to happen.
We're standing in the Victorian chapels in Spital Chapel in Chesterfield. The studies showed that it was way beyond economic repair to be anything other than possibly a self-build project. So we were delighted when John came along and agreed to buy the building from the borough. They were very unsure about selling it to a private individual, understandably, in the middle of an operational cemetery. We're delighted that we've been able to enable this work to go ahead by persuading the borough the right thing to do was to sell this building.
The next level is in partnership. So an organisation who has come to acquire a building or already owns it but needs some help in sorting it out, and we'll work with them to do that.
My name is Ron Common. I'm a volunteer project manager with Derbyshire Wildlife Trust for the restoration of Aqueduct Cottage. It was built in 1802 by Peter Nightingale, who is Florence Nightingale's great uncle. A key development within the project was when the Derbyshire Historic Buildings Trust offered to partner with the Derbyshire Wildlife Trust to give them some help and support, because the Derbyshire Historic Buildings Trust brought the skill and expertise on how to restore and save a building like this. So that was a defining moment within the project, because we were able to submit plans to the local council and get planning permission for the restoration.
Finally, we'll act as developer, as acquiring the building and restoring it and identifying and creating the new use for it, and then either selling it back again to the user or continuing to own it and letting it out for a user to rent it.
Welcome to Wingfield Railway Station. Trustees and other interested parties were becoming increasingly concerned about the state of this particular building. It was falling into disrepair very rapidly and demolition loomed. The Amber Valley District Council had to take compulsory purchase proceedings. We formed a partnership with Amber Valley and we were handed the keys on the 10th of December 2019.
Internally, it's not going to be a station building, it's going to be an office. And so there are changes that we're making, but they're subtle, and they're changes that we've analysed, we've talked through with Historic England, we've put the justification together, and they're sensitive and appropriate to the Grade 2 star listing of this building. The history and the heritage of the country is something that is valuable to all of us, but at the same time there's also the sustainability argument of not having to build afresh when you can repair and restore something that already exists.
As the Derbyshire Historic Buildings Trust, we have a duty and a mission to inform people and to excite people and to help people with historic buildings in Derbyshire, wherever they are, whatever condition that they're in. And in the process, hopefully, gain support for the work that we do need to raise money for.